Good morning. It's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Welcome to tea time. And today I'm dedicating tea time. It's May 5th, which means May is the fifth month, the fifth day of the fifth month. And I think I'm dedicating this day to my fifth hour. Now, if you've ever been in my fifth hour, you know there's something special. If you've never been in my fifth hour, you probably never heard me talk about fifth hour because I don't like to talk about it in other hours. But I have a story. And of course I do. I always have a story. Yeah. So when I started to teach high school back in 2014, I transferred from the junior high to the high school in Queen Creek. And that first year at the high school, my fifth hour class, they were exceptional. I just still have a really soft spot in my heart for them. And I don't know exactly, I can't put my finger on it. I've tried to analyze this whole thing over the years. I look back now, and that's the year before divorce. So I think there was a lot in my personal life going on, a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff going on at home. Now that I think back. But this particular group was extremely special to me. And I don't know if partly I don't want to discredit our year, because if any of them ever watch this, they know that it was incredibly special. But you look back and you're like, you kind of analyze things differently. And I think I was going through a lot at home, and I think I was loving teaching high school and that whole transition to high school. And some of those kids had me in the past in junior high. I'm pretty sure on the first day of school, they were like, oh, how can our junior high teacher teach us in high school? But they got over that pretty quickly. And I'm going to name names. I'm not going to name everybody's name, but like Sid and Keaton and Lionel. Well, Lionel didn't have me before. Lionel was my very first foreign exchange student. And I don't know, we had an amazing year. And Keaton, just what a great kid. But it was special. It wasn't like anything I'd ever had before. And maybe it was because I was in high school, not junior high. And when you have grown kids, they were in Algebra 2 class. So it's the first time I ever got to teach, some real mathematics. It was just amazing. It was a really amazing year. And it was about, I don't know when I realized that something special was going on. Maybe around November, December. And I remember when we came back from winter break, I was like, I don't think you guys understand that what we have in this room is special. It's not just a regular. And then we would make jokes about how fifth hour is my favorite, and they totally were. I looked forward to fifth hour every day, and I think part of it too, and maybe they had me snowed, and I'm gonna toot my own horn, and I shouldn't, but I truly just felt the love in the room. Like, I really feel like they really liked having me as their teacher, and I really liked them. And so that sounded weird, but no, I just felt this connection to them. And in my soul, I think I needed that at the time. Now that I look back, everything I was going through, I like to tell people when I'm talking about my divorce, I say that I was like a flower underneath a rock. And when I started teaching at the high school, it's like the kids in my classroom took the rock off of me without knowing it. They didn't have a clue what's going on, and started watering my flower. And that fifth hour group, super special. And so at the end of the year, oh, so emotional. I didn't want to let them go. I just wanted fifth hour to last forever. And I was certain that I would never have this experience again. And I loved my other classes too. Don't get me wrong. We had a great time. All of my classes, I had a great time, but there was just something special about this group. And I would tell them all the time. And on the last day of school, I gave each one of them a certificate, and I had a personal story for each one. I think back now, it's not easy to do, but I did. I had a story for each one. I dedicated a song to them. Oh, I should find it on my phone. No, I can't. I'm not listening to music. It's Ramadan. But it's Leanne Womack, and it's called I Hope You Dance. And I played that song. I cried. And I made a speech, and I gave them each a certificate, and we took a class picture, and I took a picture with a bunch of them, and I made a collage. And in my classroom now, to this day, there is that fifth hour. And then I made myself a certificate, and it said, best class of my career, best class ever. I was 100% sure that I could never top that group ever. I was like, wow, I peaked. I peaked. God blessed me beyond measure my first year in high school. And it was just amazing. So it was beautiful. And I got this quote, it's still on my teaching station. I got this quote that says, you don't realize the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And when I see that, and when I hear that quote, I think of that group, because I feel like as we were experiencing that year together, it has magnified in my mind and in my memory, because it was so special to me. It was so special to me. And I bet you those kids don't realize that I still think so highly of them, because I still see their sweet little faces. It's hilarious too, because I'm kind of heavy in the picture too. It's kind of like, oh yeah. But yeah, it's just, yeah, they were special. So the second year at Queen Creek High School, my fifth hour class arrives on the very first day of school, and I explained to them, which is this is horrible. Can't believe I did this. I can't believe they didn't just hate me, but I explained to them how amazing my fifth hour was the year before, how they were the very best class I'd ever had in my whole career. And when I say best class, I don't mean like they were the smartest at math. That doesn't qualify to me as the best class. They just had personality and spunk, and we gelled. And anyway, I've already explained it. It was just an amazing year. So I explained to year two's fifth hour that you guys pretty much, I think I even said, I kind of feel sorry for you guys, because there's no way you can live up to no way you can live up to fifth hour. Fifth hour, I thought fifth hour was going to be this once in a lifetime thing, that one group, that one fifth hour. I even had a little magnet in my desk with a 5 that I was like, always going to remember my fifth hour. That was going to be it. So they walk in. I explain to them. I don't even talk about school. I go, okay, listen, I just have to tell you guys that I was like, I don't even think I wanted them to come. I was like, oh, they're not my fifth hour. They're looking at me going, yeah, on our schedule, it says you were your fifth hour. And I said, okay, well, there's just no way you're going to ever, you're just not going to be able to live up to them. So I'm going to tell you right now, I have zero expectations for you. We're going to have a good year. We're going to have fun, because I love teaching and I love my kids, but can't replicate fifth hour. I was wrong. That fifth hour was amazing. Max Drew, and Sid from the year before, she had pre-calc that same hour upstairs with one of my best friends, and she would come down to my fifth hour every day. So I had Sid again. Trey, Allison. I mean, there was just we had an amazing year as well. And so then I started thinking, oh my gosh, is fifth hour going to be a thing for me? Like year two's fifth hour, we used to call them 5.2 or fifth hour 5.2. In the other group, we called them the OG. Fifth hour OG, I can't remember. Anyway, the second year we would make jokes, and I would tell them, I didn't expect this, you guys. Like you, and it was great. So I thought, okay, it's a fluke. It's 2 years. It's 2 years. And then, then that year was so sweet. On my birthday, Sid and Keaton and his girlfriend at the time, they decorated my classroom for my birthday. I've never felt the love like I did that year. It was, I thought I felt the love the year before. They really watered my flower the year before, but like this year, they propped it up and made it bloom, because this year they went out of control. So on my birthday, one group of students, Sid and her crew, and Keaton's, they worked together. And then I had another crew, Devin and Stephanie, and they were working together. And then the two groups didn't know each other were doing this. And after school, the night before my birthday, they both appear at my door like, what are you doing here? And they're like, what are you doing here? And so together, the two groups had decided to decorate my room. With my 47th birthday, I've never had so much love. Oh my goodness. My room was just ridiculous. There were balloons that covered the floor, streamers over the whole thing. It just looked like Mayfair. You know how Mayfair, they have the little things and they have the little horses, but the streamers everywhere. And then they have big signs everywhere. And then the next day, kids just kept bringing in presents. And my desk, it looked like Christmas morning. Because, I was a Christian and I used to celebrate Christmas. Looked like Christmas morning, threw up all over my desk. It was amazing. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous. I'm pretty sure Sid had a lot to do with it because I know it, actually. I know she did. Bless her heart. Love that girl. And I remember telling her, how like in a movie, like something really great happens, and then just before a tragedy, it was the best birthday I've ever had in my entire life. It will go down as the very best birthday because I don't celebrate birthdays anymore. So it'll be the very best of my whole being. And I remember telling her, I feel like I'm in a movie and something really amazing just happened to me. And it's like foreshadowing a tragedy is coming. And little did I know, on my birthday that year, November 4th, 2015, I had no idea that 6 months later, my divorce would be final, not even started, but start, finish, over. So it's just mind-boggling to me, the time frame. Anyway, I don't know why Fifth Hour has to be tied to my divorce, but so year 2 is amazing. Another amazing group of Fifth Hour, another amazing group. It was so fun. And then the third year at Queen Creek, this was my last year at Queen Creek. I thought, okay, I can't, it's a fluke. Like, there's no way. No, they were a pretty amazing group too. It just kept getting good. And I mean, they're the group that stole the couch for me and carried it across the courtyard. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of would like a couch over here. And then all of a sudden, the couch appeared. So another group of great kids. Now you got to remember, every hour, I loved every hour. You guys know that. Every hour walks in. But every hour, you have a different personality. I'm not going to lie, there's a different personality. So then I leave Queen Creek, I come to Desert Ridge, and I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure the Fifth Hour phenomenon was a Queen Creek High School thing. I don't know. I thought maybe after lunch, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if my energy level is different after lunch and that creates something different in the room. I've wondered that, but I don't know. So anyway, now at Desert Ridge, my first year at Desert Ridge, I tell the Fifth Hour story. If you've ever been in my Fifth Hour, I will tell the Fifth Hour story. Sometimes maybe not. It takes 15 minutes to do it. I kind of feel like I don't know, I can't tag people, can I? I wish I could tag Sid and Keaton and Allison and Trey and anybody else. See, I'm forgetting people, and somebody's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe she didn't remember me. It's not that I don't remember you. It's just, yeah, you're all dear to me. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you've been in my Fifth Hour or not. You know that. You all have a special place in my heart. But so now Fifth Hour, first year, Desert Ridge, Honors Algebra 2. Cameron, Cora. I'm forgetting people already. Not forgetting. But again, an amazing group of kids that are still near and dear to my heart. My goodness. I mean, this year, if they took Fifth Hour to a whole new level too, I didn't know it was possible. I'm like, I didn't think anybody could top the first Fifth Hour. And every time Fifth Hour just steps up to the occasion. My first year at Desert Ridge, crazy. It was crazy. It was awesome. So this Fifth Hour group, we ended up with a playlist. One day I was being goofy and I was playing music, and then it just kind of stuck. And then the kids started giving me suggestions. And sometimes it was a suggestion of a song I didn't know. So I was just doing whatever, I don't know that. And then it turned into a playlist and I played it every day. And this group of kids, I guarantee you, sometimes I'll play it because some of you have me right now, and I'll play the Fifth Hour playlist. I have a Fifth Hour playlist, and it's you, my first group of Fifth Hour kids from Desert Ridge. And it was fun. And I remember sitting there and I was playing, it's the Neil Diamond song where it goes, bum, bum, bum. Sweet Caroline, maybe yeah, that's what it is. And it's on, and I'm like, dude, and then all of a sudden the whole class goes bum, bum. I mean, just some good memories, super good memories. So then year 2 at Desert Ridge, they gave me lunch Fifth Hour, and I thought, oh, this for sure is going to break the streak of Fifth Hour. So then this year I had a Fifth Hour again. I was very excited to not have Fifth Hour lunch this year. And sure enough, I have a very special group. I have a very special group in all my hours, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I have some, y'all have different personalities. Like I have some really good times in third hour. First hour, you're kind of quiet. Second hour is fun too. I have TAs that will have me 1 hour and TA another hour, and they'll see that that personalities are different. And then of course my 6th hour is calculus. So, that's awesome. But anyway, yeah, 5th hour is always special. Not gonna lie. And this year is the first year, and he's in my 5th hour, so I don't know, that's why I'm mentioning it, but this is the first year I've ever had a Martinez in my class. Now, even when I wasn't Martinez, I was a different last name for 18 years. Even then, I didn't have a Martinez in my class. That's not true. One year, my 2nd year in Queen Creek High School, I had a Martinez in my class then. Yes, I did. But I was not Martinez myself. And I remember it was the year I got divorced. And at the beginning of the year, it was Bella. And I said, oh, Bella, it's Bella Martinez. Oh, that's my maiden name. Little did I know that by the time the school year ended, I would have changed my name back to Martinez. No clue that was coming. Whew. Anyway, that's my 5th hour story. So if you've ever been in my 5th hour, something special happens in 5th hour. Yeah. Who are we kidding, though? If you've ever been in my class, something special happens in my class. It just is what it is. So anyway, happy Cinco de Mayo, this American-made holiday where we celebrate Mexican food. Because I don't think they actually celebrate this in Mexico. Don't know if you knew that, but yes, it's just an American thing. Excuse to eat and drink. So anyway, I think Aaliyah and I are going to have Japanese food tonight. All right, I'm almost at 18 minutes. Nobody's going to watch all this. Let's be honest. You guys know I miss you like crazy. Have a great Tuesday.